Ravens flock, Ravens nation, flock nation, all that, man. All the homies, all the subs, all that, man. Shouts out to y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the last video, man. I was just clowning and just trying to, bring plenty of joy to the situation. But no matter where there's joy, there's always some motherfucking pain. And why I still feel like niggas ain't satisfied. Like EDC, I've been critical of EDC. I've been critical of John. I've been critical of Bashadi. You feel me? And y'all can't tell me Bashadi don't look like them damn cookies, dried up face, motherfucker. Nah, just playing. But I've been real critical of front office from time to time. Sometimes I have my moments where I'll be optimistic with them. So other times I'll be like, what the fuck are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? It's all part of being a fan. I ain't tripping off that. But why I still see disgruntled people I don't understand why a Panthers fan is talking about Raven flock news. I don't understand this. I don't understand it. What information could he possibly have, or understanding that could he possibly have? Like, I don't even understand that. I don't want to go into it right now because I'm going to go off on a tangent, but I'm just saying, why is it people still bothered by the fact Odell's on the team, or not even bothered, not picking up on, like I said, you gotta respect EDC off this one. You got to, yo, because I'm coming from being a Ravens fan for quite some time, right? A lot of us are. So let's just break this down a little bit. Kyle Bowler wasn't the guy, so we had to figure out something to turn a new leaf. That person was Steve McNair. Steve McNair came in, got RIP, you feel me? However, whatever, rivalry and all, somehow, some way, we was able to get I'm about to say Steve Smith, Steve McNair and Derek Mason to help out Steve McNair, which is crazy, because I mean, how often does that happen? You know what I'm saying? So at that time, like, that was some crazy shit, and we was doing good, and this was under Brian Billett. We was doing good, and then tragedy struck. Tragic situation happened, and RIP to Steve McNair. You know what I'm saying? And then came the emergence of Joe Flacco. So we get, especially myself, give credit to the fact that, they built the office around Joe. They gave Joe help. Excuse me. They did not bring in Derek Mason for Joe. Derek Mason was already here. Derek Mason was already a Raven before Joe Flacco came. But just all in all, at that time, you could easily say he had an office. It was well put together for him. It just worked out that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I wholeheartedly believe if nothing tragic happens to Steve McNair, I'm pretty sure we don't even draft Joe Flacco at some point. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I want to take a leap out there, right? And say right now, even though, I mean, Odell's career is still developing. So it's tough to make that comparison this early in the game. Not tough as in he can't do it. It's just tough to make that comparison and have no other proof to go off of other than his time in the NFL compared to a 16-year player or some old shit like that, whatever it is. But regardless, right? This move that was made, whether Lamar pushed for it, whether Bashotti pushed for it, it don't even matter. This move that was made, right? Now, granted, we didn't draft Odell, but in a Derek Mason / Hines Ward situation, to me, he will have that much of an impact, that of Hines Ward / Derek Mason for Lamar. Absolutely. So you gotta love this move. And then the fact people that's what I'm saying, like people still disgruntled about it. Oh, they overpaid. Oh, Odell, he's coming. Now granted, let me say that too as a disclosure. Hines Ward and Derek Mason did not have any major injuries to their career how OBJ did. But at the same time, given the time and day and age where we are right now, OBJ influence on and off the field is way more evident than that of Hines Ward or Derek Mason. Everybody know the fuck OBJ is. You know what I'm saying? Not many people. Derek Mason was a hard worker and a quiet dude. If you was into football, you knew of Derek Mason. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Hines Ward. If you was into football, you knew who Hines Ward was. But they wasn't global figures or nothing like that. So the fact that you bring in Odell and then, quote unquote, whether people want to say overpaid or not, the fact that that happened, even if like Lamar, this is the shit that I be talking about. They sat there and said Lamar recruited OBJ. Lamar can't make OBJ he can't make up his contract. So who the fuck, like, how are you mad that Bashad front office is getting credit for it? How are you mad? Who made up the contract in order to pay him? Lamar can discuss and recruit all he wants. They still have to sit there and make up paperwork in order to bring them in and officially sign papers. Who did that? Like, this is shit I be talking about. They just be looking for anything to try to criticize Ravens. Like, my nigga, what are you a fan of? What are you a fan of? If you just want to sit there and argue with niggas all day, go right ahead, my nigga. Like, I won't even say shit. But how the fuck are you a Ravens fan and not even ecstatic over something like this? I don't get it. Injuries and all, it don't matter to me. Who hasn't had injuries in this day and age of NFL? It's a new age, yo. The two wide receivers I just named is old school as hell. They rarely had injuries like Odell. So obviously, whatever's going on nowadays is different than what was going on back then. But I digress. I'm just looking at what in actuality is happening with the Ravens, and you can't tell me this ain't a big move. EDC literally shut everybody the fuck up off of calling him cheap. You can no longer call EDC cheap. I don't care, yo. The fact that he went out there and put that much money into a wide receiver, and I don't care who it is, the fact that he put that much money into a wide receiver, you could not call EDC cheap no more. Flat out. And then everybody's still worried about, oh, Lamar contract, how can you sign it? Shut the fuck up, yo. Flat out, shut the fuck up. Because at the end of the day, guess what? We do not know what Lamar and Ravens front office are discussing. I keep telling y'all, when you already got money, you're not really worried about certain shit all the time. And I ain't saying Lamar, I ain't speaking on Lamar at all. I'm just saying my personal understanding and experience. When you got a little bit of bread, certain shit not even in the forefront as if it would be when you don't have the bread. That's just my perspective. So when I'm saying that, I'm looking at it like, who's to say Lamar and front office ain't have a discussion? Like, yo, we can come to this agreement. We're going to do this. You're going to do this. We'll be able to do that. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And again, it goes back to Lamar's tweet or what he wrote on social media just before or just after the tweet broke out that he wanted to trade out. Y'all don't know what they discussed. I don't know what they discussed. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy for me to sit there and say, oh, well, y'all ain't paying, y'all pay everybody but Lamar. Like, come on, yo. What the fuck more do you want? Like, god damn. God damn. Like, yo, let's just see what they do. I've been saying this for quite some time, but then I like I said, I had my one panic moment just because Lamar himself came out and said something about it. So I'm like, oh shit, we really in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I was already on them type vibes, yo. Let's just wait and see what they do. That's why I made the little short. That's why the homie Lamar sat there and laughed at it and reposted it. Y'all not paying attention enough to what's going on, yo. You feel me? It was like when the girls was digging and the old man, she was like, I'm tired, Grandpa. Everybody telling me, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of Ravens. Get the deal done. I'm tired of hearing about Lamar. And then the old man sat out there and said, that's too damn bad. Keep watching. Yo, he said keep digging. I said keep watching. Now look what the fuck going on. You feel me? We gotta do this shit right, man. We gotta do this shit right. And so far, I'm pleased. I'm ecstatic. I've never seen the Ravens pay this much for an offensive player that wasn't QB. Also, before I forget, RIP to Steve McNair. Lamar's better than Steve McNair. I seen that Steve McNair had over 400 and pass attempts easy. I can't remember the exact number right now, but he definitely had over 400 pass attempts. And I think that year we went 12-3. I think that year we went 12-3 under Brian Billard. When Flacco came, I want to say not his rookie. I want to say maybe matter of fact, Derek Mason last year. Flacco was able to damn near have close to almost 500 pass attempts. Bear with me here, y'all. Lamar, I think the most he was able to pass for in a season was his 2019 season, and it may have been 400, but that was the most. Other than that, it's been below 400. I'm going to need Lamar to have between 400 to 500, if not more, pass attempts. I ain't saying he got to be passing all day, but that's what I need from Monken. I know we can do that. Now, I didn't do my full depth research to see what Monken was able to do with his QBs, but I'm almost positive we can definitely get easily between 400 and 500 in pass attempts. Also, I seen the fact that Flacco and Steve McNair, between Houshmandzadeh, I think, and Derek Mason, between Derek Mason and Anquan Bolden, those four guys had about 3 or 4, whatever, had about bare minimum 80 targets, the most maybe 140. If we can get somewhere in that range, and they would split up too, if at the most with 140, and in that same breath the opposite receiver had about maybe 80. So 80 for 140, 80, 80, somewhere around there. I'm fine with OBJ getting in that range of targets. I'm fine with, I don't know who's gonna be that second wide receiver. I'm having everybody start from the bottom. I love the guys. I already been on record saying this. I love the guys that's there, despite what I be coming at about Bateman and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because they still in the fucking Ravens jersey. You know what I'm saying? So I still fuck with the guys that's there. But I would start from ground zero to see how everybody responds to all this adversity. You know what I'm saying? I want to mix it up. I want to see who really here, who really down, who really gonna put in that work. I already know who gonna grind, but I need to see the result on the field though. You know what I'm saying? So everybody will be starting from ground zero except Odell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to show favoritism, but he the one that won a ring. Same with Aguilar. I wouldn't even be tripping over Aguilar. But I want to see what we got for the guys we drafted. So with that being the case, I'm not sure who's going to be the wide receiver 2 or 3 or 4, whatever the case may be. But I would love for either whoever gets that wide receiver 2 spot to have between 80, 90 receptions. I don't know exactly how many targets. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna say receptions. Between 80 and 90 targets. And I'm saying this for a reason, because when we had around that range or that type of level of production offensively, we seemed to get in much better position when it comes to the playoffs. Whether 11 and, you know, the rules just changed now, but back then 11 and 5, 12 and 14 and 3. 14 and 2. I don't know if we were 14 and 2 with the hell no, maybe 13 and 3, whatever it was back then. But we still made out pretty damn good as far as playoffs goes, and ranking and shit, and how many wins we had. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see what motherfucker Monkey want to cook up, yo. I've been made the video, let him cook, talking about Monken and shit. And then that nigga Hollywood too, going talking about let him cook with Bateman and shit. You see the nigga quiet now when we got Odell. Where Marquise Brown tweets at now? Where Marquise Brown tweets at now? Talk about some let Bateman cook. When the fuck did Bateman cook? Y'all done turn this up. Don't get me started, yo. Don't get me started, yo. Motherfucker Hollywood, man. But you know what though? I got love for Hollywood low key, because I know it ain't gonna work out on the Cardinals and shit. So when they don't pay your motherfucking ass right, you can come back to the Ravens. You can come back to the Ravens, Hollywood. You know, at a certain price. You know what I'm saying? But you can come back to the Ravens, bro. It's all good. I wouldn't even try. I delete all that shit that I was talking shit about you. I delete all that shit. But yeah, that's further down the line. But either way, Ravens Flock, Ravens Nation, man. I'll holler at y'all in the next one, man. Just wanted to rap with y'all about this Odell signing. I love it still. I'm still feeling good off of it, if y'all can't tell, you feel me? So yeah, man. We got our quote unquote Derek Mason / Hines Ward. I know he ain't stayed healthy as long as they have, but regardless, that's what I think this reminds me of. I think we got a safety net, safety blanket just how Ben Roethlisberger had his long ago, just how Steve McNair had his long ago, and we still building. We still got to draft a wide receiver. So it's lit, man. I'm happy. I'm very happy for EDC and for him to pull that off. Shouts out to their birthdays and shit, man. Ravens Flock, Ravens Nation, man. I'm out. Y'all protect y'all energy, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next one, yeah.